The Xenophed Project. I am but a lowly person trolling the internet for information and the truth. I am a God-fearing soul with great love for Him and Jesus Christ. The following is what I have learned. This is what I have learned so far. Martial law has already been used in the United States in September of 2005 after the storm. To think that this was the only time, think again. The G20 conference in Pittsburgh was another time in which they pulled out the gourd. These were but training missions for them to get a better idea on how to control and overpower us as a country. They will not stop there until they control every aspect of our lives. It will only get worse over time, not better. We can choose to fall down crying or stand up and voice our opinion to them. The very notion of a police state in the United States is wrong. But if that were the only thing we had to worry about, that would be nothing. The Posse Comitatus Act is a United States federal law passed on June 18, 1878, substantially limiting the powers of the federal government to use the military for law enforcement. Sadly, not anymore. The President may employ the armed forces to restore public order and enforce the laws of the United States when, as a result of a natural disaster, epidemic, or other serious public health emergency, terrorist attack or incident or other condition, the President determines that domestic violence has occurred to such an extent that the constituted authorities of the state or possession are incapable of maintaining public order or suppressing a state, any insurrection, domestic violence, unlawful combination or conspiracy, if such a condition so hinders the execution of the laws that any part or class of its people is deprived of a right, privilege, immunity, or protection named in the Constitution and secured by law, or opposes or obstructs the execution of the laws of the United States, or impedes the course of justice under those laws. The movement to stand up is where we should go. Peace and love for all is the only way to stop them. It worked in the 1960s and it will work now. Never lose hope. Never surrender. There are many more things that are going on in the world than you might believe. There is a group in this world that want to dictate our every move, as paupers. They think in decades, not days, as we do. They cannot be bought or reasoned with, and money means nothing to them. They are the top dozen or so people over the oil and banks. With SPD 51, it said that, for lack of a better word, our president is a dictator. We have become the laughing stock of the world, and they fear us, as they should, based on our actions. We go to war without the approval of Congress, and you would think that that would piss them off. But not when the top people are in charge. I always say, and I quote, "I do not care what other people do as long as they leave me out of their sick and twisted games." Well, they cannot. They have drugged me into it, kicking and screaming. That is unacceptable.